If that makes sense. I have a big issue with being judged because I've had it all my life. So whenever I feel like I'm doing something, I feel like I'm just not good enough for anyone, and that's why my growth on Switch is hindered. But that's just me thinking that, and I really should not be that down about it. But honestly, I kind of just can't help it, and it helps to talk about it though. But yeah, it helps to talk about it. It's a constant thing I battle. Whether I'm personally good enough in my personal life for anyone. Because the way I got dissed and treated and hated on a lot. Growing up, specifically. And then I just feel inadequate, that's all. Sorry to bring down the downer mood. Also reason why I smoke. Okay. Bring back up naval. Why, that's not right. Naval? Why would I think that? It's Noah. I don't know why the last dungeon is named after a human being. Wait, Noah was an NPC in the first game. I'm thinking too much. Has nothing to do with that, I think. I'm just nitpicking. These Nei weapons, are they actually crafted from the biomonsters of Nei? I know we fought Nei first, and that's when Nei lost her life. But obviously Nei was a clone of her, so she obviously had other clones. Are these weapons made from actual Nei? Or properties of the same, like, monster that Nei was? Making these weapons the most powerful being weapons in the game? Or something? I don't know. It's a shame because Nei was an amazing character. I love her in Phantasy Star Online too. Okay. I think so. They're definitely the most powerful. Oh yeah. I'm just curious if the reason why they're called Nei weapons is because they're made from the same monster that they made, which was Nei first, or the clones of her. That's a theory. Alright. My shit's so slow that I bring my webcam back down. But yeah, this is normally something I would think to myself on my own time, but I'm thinking out loud now. Because normally I would think that if I was playing this solo. Like I said, a lot of this is you gotta read between the lines on some things. I still don't really understand what Falls' involvement at all, period, in these franchises are. I just know he's the big bad in all the games thus far. Whether this guy's name is Dark Force or not, it's the same damn thing. But he's an iteration in every game thus far. And I just don't know what his purpose is. I know him and Olga Flo were sealed into a being in episode 3. So I think the version of Dark Falls from PSO is no longer in existence, which why Elder exists. Dark Falls in PSO 2 exists. It's a different Dark Falls, I'll tell you. I know he comes back and he reiterates over and over again, but I'm not sure if the original PSO Falls has been killed off, because the lore of episode 3 is they couldn't defeat Olga Flo or Falls with the amount of fighting they were doing, so they had to sit there and combine them two and they made whatever character that is from PSO episode 3. And I'm not sure if PSO 2 has any involvement with PSO at all, or if it's just completely in the future and completely away from it. Follow along the path until you reach it. Excuse me. Also, I'm gonna save state there. Go left and down the other set of stairs. Then move left and take the path leading off to the north. Don't mind if I do. Go left and walk until you reach the stair. Go back up and walk north until you hit a wall. Climb the stairs. Once the stairs, go left and step. Move left, take a path off to the north. Walk until you reach another room. Stairway to the south, but ignore it. Move further north and take the path leading off to the west. Alright, I don't want to risk fighting you guys. You take too much of my output. North. Walk until you see another room. Yes, you're outside. Okay, I know it's that staircase I'm heading to. Fuck you, battle. Fuck you, random encounters. Send the stairs at the end. Move further north and take the path leading off to the west. Large open room and descend the stairs near the wall. You'll be at the left-right junction. Go left and walk until you reach another stairway. Go back up, then walk north until you hit the wall. Then up. Or wait. Hit the wall, then east past the staircase. I hear. Oh. Oh, come on! Yay! What level are you? 24. What do you learn at that level? Yes, she has Reverser. Good. Good. We have Reverser. Okay. And I'm 28. Oh. Oh, I think I was reading the wrong thing. I thought I was learning Majid much sooner than that. When I was saying counting the amount of levels I need to something. I think it was a different magic spell. I don't know, for some reason. I thought it was Majid I was talking about. Well, no. I think I was talking about Reverser. And I don't know why I thought that. Yeah, it was definitely Reverser is what I was talking about. I don't know why my brain went to Majid there for a second. That's definitely not accurate at all. Disregard my thoughts. We go left and walk. Okay, go left until you reach another stairway. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, this is... What? I'm descend the stairs at the north wall. Okay, I did it again. Don't worry. Don't worry. Be fabulous. Where is this door? Why do I do this to myself? I thought it said, let's see. Nor move further path leading off to the west. Ascend the stairs at the end. Now walk north through a large open room and descend the stairs to the north wall. Near the north wall. What the fuck? I was doing well and then this happened. Bleh. No, I can't do that. Oh, well, I can. I'm sorry. Ugh. Alright. Yeah. I'm starting to learn this, though. I can't divide up my attention, then I forget where I was. Happens when you reach and climb the stairs. Stairs go to the left, yes, and then it's move left and then off to the north. And then walk until I reach a set of the stairs. Wait. Oh, no. I didn't save state. God damn it. I wish I could speed up. Actually, wait. Backspace, eh? If you say no to the guy, he will heal your party. Wait, really? Well, I knew that. Actually, wait. What am I doing? I knew that. Because I did that. I actually did that when I first got back from beating Falls. I was like, I need to heal. And then I declined him. And then I was like, wait, she got healed. So yeah, no, I knew that. I just, for some reason, when you said that, I was like, oh, he revives people. No. Appreciate it. Oh my god. I'm sorry. This is why you don't watch me. I'm just straight up telling you this now. This is why you don't watch me. Play RPGs. Old RPGs. I'm not good at them. At least memory-wise. I'm sorry, this is how I am personally, though. I wish I could change this. It might not be as bad when I play personally, but I do this personally. Like, this is how I actually play these games. Unfortunately, this is just how bad I am. And you may not think so. I personally battle my thoughts all the time. Once upstairs, go left down the other side, move left path, and then leading to the north. Walk until you reach another set of rooms. You know, I really should save state, just so I don't have to fuck these up. Oh no. Just so I don't have to waste shit on them. All right. Yeah, let's. I should have been through this. I think I had it. I just lost where I was reading. Yes, walk. Just go back. No, staircase. This. Go back up. Walk north until you hit a wall. Past the staircase. Then east. Descend the staircase near the far right wall. Wait, what? Oh, good. Double dragon. Then east past the staircase. And then I just keep going up there. I'm reading the same shit over and over again because I don't want to lose my place. Descend the staircase near the far right wall. Then walk. Whoops. I wish they didn't spawn me right on them. Walk north through the stairway. Walk the corridor some more. Walk along the corridor some more. Descend once again. What the fuck? Then go north, back. Oh. I think we're good, right? Back up again. I think I'm reading the wrong parts. But I still managed to get to this point. Walk north until you hit a wall. Then east past the staircase. Yeah, see, there's my memory right there for you. I accidentally did that by memory. That was autopiloting. God damn it! I hate when my freaking mouse accidentally clicks down. Or moves down when I'm trying to... It's so easy to accidentally do that. What could have been a quick, easy, like, extra hour or two is exacerbated because of how fucking terrible my memory is with this shit. Corridor and defend the zone. Go south was wait. Go left. Wait. Go back up, walk north until you hit a wall. Then east past the staircase. Descend the staircase near the far right wall. Okay, see, the problem is I'm losing my spot. Walk north a short ways. Up the next stairway. This is where I was. Walk along the corridor some more. Descend once again. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I was stuck before that. I don't know where I was. Then go north, back up. North again. Back down again. Tired yet? Yes. then go south and west into a large room. Wait. Wait. Everything else has been fine. Did something fuck up again? God damn it. Stop. Fucking what? What did I do? What did I do? I'm following this. What's going on here? I really don't know what's happening here. I'm following this thing exactly, and now for some reason the room changed? Yeah, the room changed. The room changed. They literally patched in a new room. No, but I've been following this fucking map exactly, or this thing exactly. If only I can follow the actual map. But I can't find where I'm at in here, and I'm definitely not going the right way now. Oh, god damn it. I said I was memorizing this. I guess I was wrong. I'm definitely going the wrong way now. What is going on? Ugh. Okay. Why couldn't this? Like, why couldn't that just? Why did I have to sit there and find that on my own? Even the stupid guide is very the way he words everything. It could just be written more simply. That's just my brain. It's just me. I'm a little slow, is all it is. I'm sorry, Spider. Thank you, Spider Ace. You appreciate your love here, man. Once you heal the road, just head north and you made another left, right direction. Head right, and up the staircase. Head right and then up the staircase. You'll come to upstairs. Follow along the corridor a bit more, and soon you'll end up with the brain. Okay. It's definitely it. So this is Mother Brain controlling Algo. Luby and the party are overcome by the presence of Mother Brain, but the future of Algo depends on them. Will they have the fight to pry Algo from the grasp of Mother Brain? The Mother Brain begins to grin. You are such fools. If you damage me, the world will be thrown into panic. Without me, the people of Algo are helpless. They have become too soft and used to comfort. If I were to malfunction, the people would die, cursing their fate. If that is your aim, disable me. If not, return now. Destruction! On your way, then. Because there is nothing you can do. Oh, I hit yes? Oh, sorry. I didn't really like the way she worded that. I will show no mercy! I was about to say, I don't see you. Okay, there you are. Majestic. So we're going to start off with some Nazan. We're going to pop a Deband. And she's going to pop some Shifta. Ow! Anna's health. Oh, Jesus. I expected Mother Brain to be a literal brain in a jar. No, I'm kidding. I did expect Mother Brain, though, to be some ugly monster, not some, like, majestic-looking four-armed creature here. But honestly, though, I've always been expecting Mother Brain to look like some ugly-ass thing in a jar for some reason. Do I have any magic that at this level that I can... Oh, come on, come on. Ah! I'm glad. I get scared every time I accidentally choose something wrong. No? Okay. Let's try that. And let's fight. Okay. Goodbye, Anna. I did not mean to do that, game. You can't use reverse in a battle, huh? Alright. Why not? Let's have her heal too. Okay. Hoi! Okay. Ow! Jerk! It'd be nice if they would stop and actually let me heal! Nope, rip Amy. I don't know why I always skip. My brain always does that whenever characters I need to heal are, and I always skip the ones with like higher health and go for the smaller health ones immediately. I don't know why. I always do that. Oh, I'm in attack mode now. Ow! That sound effect, though. Is this game like on auto battle? Like, seriously. I did one input. Why is it making multiple inputs? Is there a reason behind that? Like, I didn't... Can I heal, please? Can you... I missed. Nope, goodbye me. It keeps going until I press... Do I really? What? Since when was that a thing? And I never... So I've been subconsciously hitting buttons for no reason throughout this entire game and did not realize that was what's... What the fuck? That is dumb. I can't believe that. So I could have stopped a lot of that with falls. Wow, well, thank you for that tip. I'm surprised. So I've been subconsciously tapping the Y button, or my X button, the whole time during all these fights. If you watch a good chunk of my playthrough, you'll hear me tapping the button. And I do recall me doing it. It's just I didn't recall that was the case on me being able to attack. So thank you for that. I would never have figured that out. I should have thought about it, like, because I know I subconsciously just tap Y over and over again, just because I'm just trying to cycle through, not specifically, you know, make myself being able to do specific attacks. It's just me wanting to just speed up the fight. But I did not realize that, so I would not have figured that out on my own. See, even though I do notice stuff like that, it's just I don't put two and two together. I don't know why I really like Nazan and Nathu, whatever they're fully titled. Oops. Well, rip. Also, I forgot to heal Anna. That was my mistake. I should have healed her much earlier. Can we not? I thought with that speed buff I would have gone first. Nope, rip. Okay. Yeah, I would have won that last fight if I realized that the Y button, or... Oh no! Goodbye me. Okay. I don't know what happened there. What happened there? I don't know. Okay. Honestly, that mess there should not have happened. It's my mistake trying to res up speed first. I should... Oh my goodness, that damage. Okay, if I expect her to go first, then I'll just heal after that. Should never have let me survive. Well. Yeah, she can actually pop a heal off on him. And she can pop a heal off on her. And she can pop a heal on me. Okay. She's probably going to get damaged. And then I guess, just in case, I'll probably do another deband. Yeah, I thought Anna was going to get hit there. And then she'll heal. And then after that, we should be good to do a round. You only need to use... Oh, it won't stack? I don't know that. How do you guys figure this shit out? I still don't... Honestly, aside from these two bosses, I haven't noticed much of deband at all earlier on. When I was using it on the enemies early on, or when I was using it on myself during random encounters, it didn't feel like it was doing much. I don't know, it feels like it was stacking, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. I don't know that, though. Just feels like it was actually working after 2 times. I feel like once just doesn't do anything, but that's just how I look at it. I don't know what I was doing now. Oh, yeah. Can't blame me for trying a strategy, huh? Alright. The agility measure will stack if you use it several times. Eventually you'll be able to attack a high... Oh! I mean, that was my plan. I was planning on buffing us until we can outspeed the boss. See, okay, it makes sense for some of these to stack. But deband, okay, I guess it makes sense. You don't really stack those in PSO, but that's also an MMO. But that's just me, but thank you for that. I was actually going to try the keep using agility. That was actually my plan. To outspeed her! I was planning on eventually doing that on falls as well, but it didn't play out like that. Oh, I missed. Let's have you pop a heal on her. While she buffs up my speed further. Okay. I do love this boss. Oh, this boss's design. So good. The item color scarf casts Sonar as well. Oh. Shit. Thank you. I'm not one for using items like that in battle though, but does she even have that on her? No. But I think, well, I could do it twice. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not really one for using items in battle, and I'm not one who usually used to do that in any like more of the like I wouldn't say modern, but more later RPGs from the more like PS2 and onward, I've never really used items in battle, like, you know, weapons in battle or equipment in battle to do damage or use magic spells. That's not something I really care about personally. But again, if that's what that does, because a lot of the times I tried using weapons in battle, it didn't work. But I guess I don't know. There we go. Thank you for that. I tried using weapons in battle and none of them worked, but I guess weapons don't have that effect. Thought some would though. Let's have Rudo heal me. Only some special items can be used. I still find that kind of concept cool, just not my thing. I don't know why. I'm weird like that. Very weird like that. Good. I'm glad she was able to pop that off before getting hit. Nah. I still have magic spells. Boom. I don't know how far this stacks. I didn't mean to go, but whatever. I don't know how far it stacks. But I've already outsped her in some regard. Not completely, but I somewhat go first now. Yeah, I'm going first now. Done. That was easy. Thanks to your tip. I was actually going to be attempting to do agility, but you actually made it 2 times faster by allowing me to use it on 2 people. I could have done that on falls that whole time. That's okay, I learned. I appreciate. You gave me the chance to fight at my own, and then with the easier boss, you gave me the tips. So thank you very much. And Mother Brain was pathetic. That was. I know I died a couple times. Those like couple attempts were like, I don't know what happened there, but I'm glad to beat the game at my pace. I'm glad to beat the game while, yes, I save scummed towards the end. I don't like Desiree at all in this game, so f that. But I'm glad I got to beat the game, and they didn't space my name in the and. Good job. Lil Band, the rest, Lil Band, the rest of the company stood in amazement where Mother Brain once was. Elgo has been suddenly released from Mother Brain's control. The biosystems and weather control systems suddenly became useless. The people of Elgo awaited the start of their hard and difficult life without Mother Brain. But Lil Band and others could feel a sense of hope. Let's go back to Mota. This is the only beginning. Oh shit. This is only the beginning. Time to beat the game on New Game Plus. Wait! Lil B, wait! Lutz's voice filled everybody's heart. There's still somebody in the ship. You can't return again. Uh-oh. Who are these people? Welcome to the spaceship, Noah. Who are you? I don't like your tone of voice. Are you here because you think we are enemies? Thanks to Mother Brain, which we created, Elgo prospered. So you are the creators of Mother Brain? You hardly expected. We're not the people of Elgo. We are from a place called Earth. Our planet was green and lovely, and we had a highly advanced civilization. We are the last of our race. Oh shit. That kind of going into PSO, where they traveled from the planet that they lived on because it got so badly destroyed and, you know, by humankind or whatever, and then they went off to Regal. It's kind of like similar story there. It's been destroyed. Do you want to know why? We were weaker people then, even though we knew about the evil inside of us. We didn't suppress it. We took joy in controlled nature. We didn't realize we were destroying ourselves until it was too late. The death rattle of our planet alerted us to our failure, which is the time remaining to us. We built a spaceship to wander among the stars, and we found Elgo. We found the people here living in simple happiness. We decided we wanted this planet. And do you think you can stop us? We who destroyed Palm! That was the name of the planet, thank you. I was trying to figure out what the name of that planet was. You fucking assholes! You will die. Thanks to Lutz's power, they were sent on their way. Very clever, but it is only a matter of time before Elgo is destroyed. Silence! Be quiet! In the next instant, Luby and the others were attacked by several hundred Earthmen! We shall make you see how it feels to lose something that you love. Shit. Rudo? I can see the confusion and pity in your eyes. I will never forgive you for what you have done. Is that Amy or Anna? I don't remember because it's been a while since I saw her picture. How dare you ruin Elgo? Yeah, there's Nerdman. I call him that. I don't know why I call him that. Just his sprite made me think of him as like a scientist. The thief? I refuse to be a slave of fate. I'll be the master of my own future. She's the only one that I did not bring along with me. I believe that's the thief girl. You've shown me the ugliest continued existence. Oh wait, was I confusing the nerd for this guy? Well, they look the same to me. Kinda. These are parting words to you. Those who give up are doomed. Oh. Actually, I think this is Anna. The other one was Amy. Yeah. Anna was blonde. And me! Rolf. God, I love the sprite work. I wonder what the people will see in the final days. Yes. So what happens when I say yes? Should I try that? Is there a different thing for when I say yes to them? Ah, yes. That game was so good. So good. Just convoluted. Not much difference. Is there a difference at all? Like, would it be worth showing off? Because I'm assuming it's gonna have that same ending with all the characters and this, but I'm assuming there's gonna be different dialogue. I was expecting No to give me a third fight, but it wouldn't make sense to have Dark Falls and me face Mother Brain. Mother Brain alone was the final boss already. You can kind of already tell that throughout the game. You can already tell that Mother Brain was not a good person. So I knew that it was gonna come down versus me versus her eventually. But I didn't realize Falls was going to be part of this. I mean, it makes sense. He's in every iteration. Same ending. Okay. Let's see. Of course, we hate you for destroying Mother Brain. So you're the creators of Mother Brain. You hardly expect. People of Elgo, blah, 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 blah. We're the last of our race, blah, blah, blah. Yes, our planet was destroyed. If you know why? No. Since you were going to die anyway, you might as well know. No. If you want to know, we will tell you. We were weaker people then. Even blah, blah, blah. Suppress it. We took enjoy controlled nature. We didn't realize we were destroying ourselves until it was too late. The death rattled over. Blah, 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 blah. Spaceship. Elgo system for living simple times. Blah, blah, blah. Destroy Palm. You will die. Thanks to let power, they were sent on their way.
Really, it was a matter of time before Elko was destroyed. Quiet. In the next instant, leaving the others were attacked by several hundred. I don't get that dialogue at all. What? I really don't. So, what prevented them? Are we fighting them? Is that what the scenes are? Or did we, like, get away? Because obviously they're talking to someone. So, obviously, yeah, they don't have them fight, but I think they're fighting them now. That's what this is. Alright, well, that was an amazing franchise. And... Amazing franchise. Amazing game. I loved it. So much better than Phantasy Star 1. Finally, Phantasy Star 3. I haven't played that in forever. And not that I was able to even come close to even denting the games on GBA because I didn't know what I was doing. And I see why, how convoluted some of these games are. But yeah, I'm hyped to get back on the third one. I'm so good. I'm glad that I can. While I'm not going to remember a lot of the lore at all, some of the major stuff I will. But I'm really, really glad that I'm doing some of these classic RPGs like Phantasy Star and Final Fantasy. But I've been wanting to experience Phantasy Star for a long time now. For someone who loves Phantasy Star Online, I want to get to know the series. I want to be able to love the whole series and really claim Phantasy Star as my favorite franchise of all time. Because Phantasy Star Online alone, I claim it to be my favorite franchise. Phantasy Star Online and PSO2. Not so much PSU, but those are one of my top favorite games of all time. Just because the memories and just the games are good. Well, glad you stuck with me, Spider Ace. I'm sorry for some of the downer moments I had earlier. I do get easily stressed, and I just don't want you guys to see me just be an idiot, and you unfortunately have throughout multiple streams and this one. Unfortunately, my memory is just terrible when it comes to remembering layouts. I would have to play this game 100 times in order for me to remember, and that would have to be 100 times within a few months of each other, not even. Like, I would play like maybe 30 times 1 month here, 30 times another month in order for me to remember this game. If I play it like once every few years, I'm never going to remember any dialogue, the story. Games that I've beaten multiple times and how I know the lore and dialogue of certain things is because I played it enough in short succession. But even games I know, I tend to be weird and derp and just be like, I do that in Dark Souls all the time. In Bloodborne. I'm sure you've probably seen it in Dark Souls, specifically Bloodborne, since it's been a while since I played that. But time to time again, I do derp out, even in games that I know of. Here's the thing I gotta get into, though. Get used to Phantasy Star, Phantasy Star, Final Fantasy, the moving back forth in the rows, specifically with 2, every time you die, you in the back row. I gotta get used to the back rows. I gotta get used to certain little gimmicks like that, and like I gotta remember to heal when I go into a town and revive. I keep forgetting that. It's the same with Final Fantasy. I do it all the time. I gotta remember to save a bit more often, so I don't have to save scum as bad. This game, unfortunately, I kinda had to save scum. Unfortunately, even though it proved me wrong, the save literally will not stay. Like, I've saved several times over the course of this game, and none of them actually stuck. As you saw, I don't know if you saw it or if I did it live, but as you saw when I did save earlier, I had to make a whole new file. If I did that on stream or if that was beforehand, but I know I tested it on stream, and my original save was gone. Otherwise, I would be using the actual save feature instead, and then I'd be playing the game the right way. Not really, I'd still save state my way through some of this, but fuck those last dungeons, though, seriously. Would you really want to sit here for another 5 more hours of me just trying to get back to freaking Falls every time I'd fail? Like that, trust me, that would stress me out more than anything, and that would kill the stream. You don't want the streamer to go through a lot of hell, and that just ruins the stream. And you've already can kind of see how I get when I get upset, and I tend to bring down the mood. And I've scared off a few people, probably several people, with the way I can get sometimes. Unfortunately, it's just how I am as a person. You're getting me, though, is what it is. Is what I'm trying to say is you're getting me. You're not getting fake. I'm not like some popular YouTuber or Twitch streamer who tends to fake things. All my reactions are legitimate. Even jump scares, which aren't even half the time scary. It's just, I don't expect it. Like, I can get scared by, a zombie creeping up on me in Left 4 Dead, or some moaning sounds in a horror game, or, in Dead Rising, if a zombie grabs me while I'm not expecting it. It just startles me. Eternal Darkness did that with a freaking dead body in a bathtub. Just because it did that quick flash, there's nothing there, quick flash, there's a dead body. That spooked me. Probably one of the worst spooks I've had in a long while. I'm also pretty afraid of the dark in some regards. If it's too dark inside, for some reason, I feel like something is there. I've always been that way as a kid. I've always felt like I was being watched or something. This game came out the year I was born. You can see why I didn't grow up with these games. Not only was I too young for both this and Final Fantasy, by the time I was born, by the time I was old enough to even really recollect memory, I was playing the SNES more. I had the NES, I had the Genesis, but I was more of a SNES guy. So I didn't really grow up with a lot of classic NES. Classic good NES, I should say. I had a lot of shitty games. The best games I probably had was the original Zelda and Mario, and even that Zelda, I don't know. I want to play Zelda, but my lord. Another open-world game with even more convolution than any other fucking RPG from this era. I don't think I would be able to ever get through Zelda. My brothers did it. My parents literally drew up an entire map of every different screen, apparently. That's what they've told me. I wish I would have seen this map, because I'm sure they probably marked certain paths you had to open or certain rocks you had to push. I'm sure it's amazing. When they told me that, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I mean, my dad used to beat Lion King for me. I used to get to the end and he would flip Scar off the edge for me. Those are the memories I miss. Playing games with my parents, or my dad specifically. My dad was also big into Mighty Bomb Jack. Not sure if he was really big into that game as when my other brothers were younger or what, but every time I would play that or see it, he would be like, ooh, or he would play it. It's funny. But I wanted to see this Zelda map that they made. Literally screen for screen. It's ridiculous. I can see why, though. If I can have a hand-drawn map or a drawn map of this game's layout in front of me, I'd be fine. Which is why I have that on my backup computer. It just makes it easier. Trust me. You saw even with that FAQ. Because I wasn't following the map, I was following a FAQ. Because I couldn't really tell where I was half the time. There's so many damn stairs and freaking walls in here. It all just looks the same to me. And it'd be even harder to follow with this. I wish they were just not... To be honest, what they should have done, like with most guides, like in Pokemon, with staircases and warps, specifically Celadon's warps, or not Celadon's, all the warps that Gen 1 has, in the guidebook, it literally letters every warp tile. What they should do is letter every freaking staircase in these maps. You know how much easier that would have been on anyone who's looking these maps up? Because this map of Noah, other than that, it's kind of... Some of these dungeon maps that are bigger, it's really useless to follow. When it comes to the smaller dungeons, yes, it's a lot easier. Or the more linear dungeons. Final Fantasy has quite a few linear dungeons than Phantasy Star. A lot of Phantasy Star dungeons are ridiculously, mazy and shit. Same thing with the other dungeon, one with all the warp pads that I had to keep going on that I surprised I even got through. It was the main reason I needed a freaking FAQ for Desiree to begin with, is because I was just... The dungeons were ridiculous. While I used maps for all the dungeons, but a lot of them with the warps, man, they need to label those. There's no way in hell I would have gotten through any of those warp dungeons without a map at all. I'm sorry, I tried. I tried with 1 and most of 2. I got pretty decent into 2 without using a guide at all. But then it started to slow down, and I started to not make progress. I mean, it took me. I think I played Final Fantasy 1 for probably like a good month, maybe probably like 4 or 5 streams, and I still was only at the first or second boss. I think my 5th or 6th stream was when I got to the second boss or something like that. That's just how slow when everything was going. Sense of direction was terrible. My memory was terrible, and it just took forever. I don't know. Well, most people can probably make like 6-7 streams out of these. It takes me like 20. There's a good estimate for you. Personally, though, I like to pad out my videos more. I like to make more videos. Not that I'm doing that for money, because I'm not making any money. Twitch kind of, but I like to have more videos just because it feels better to me, not because revenue. Nah. I personally do this for fun, honestly. If people want to support me, I love you and I greatly appreciate it. But this is all just for entertainment for myself as well as you guys. I play games on the daily as is. And I've always loved the fact people watching me play games. As a kid, I used to record me playing games on VHS. I wish I still had those. Unfortunately, that didn't have commentary and audio and video, but it was something I did as a kid. So in a way, I was like a kid who dreamed of having that stardom. So I kind of like felt like I was a YouTuber, but back in the day without commentary. I'm glad this game is actually phenomenal. I'm glad. I thought the Phantasy Star franchise would be terrible in terms of people's eyes. You know what I mean? Especially compared to the Final Fantasy franchise. I expected Phantasy Star to like not receive enough love. However, they did make plenty of games, so obviously it sold well enough. And I'm not sure, is there any Japan-specific Phantasy Stars? And I'm not talking about more modern ones. I'm talking about the original Phantasy Stars. Because from what I can tell, I think all the Phantasy Stars released here. From what I can tell. What is there, like 6 of them? If there is any Japan-only ones, I haven't heard about it. So I know Final Fantasy had that issues where they split up a couple of the games. Like, was it 2 is 6 or something, or whatever it was, 3 is 6, I don't know. The numbering for the Japanese 2 and the original American 6 or whatever. Ugh. But yeah, I didn't think Phantasy Star was received enough love. I wonder if it sold better than Final Fantasy. It's definitely better than the early Final Fantasy, I'll tell you this right now. Phantasy Star 1 and 2 easily outbeat the first 2 Final Fantasies by a long shot. Not that Final Fantasy 1 wasn't bad. Final Fantasy 1 was amazing, but yeah. At this rate, I think Final Fantasy Star will definitely be cemented as one of my favorite franchises. It so far is easily becoming one of my favorite RPGs of this kind of era. And I'm loving Final Fantasy 3. And I think this is better than that, even. Somewhat. Somewhat. There's some issues with these games, but I enjoyed the story of this a lot. I don't remember too much of it, but I enjoyed I enjoyed Nii. I enjoyed the idea of this ancient, I don't know if it's even ancient, but this being created all these monsters and is in control of not only the weather and everyone's lifestyle on these planets. And I love that the concept of that. Like, I don't know why these people just... I don't know why every RPG world has to have the major villain and a plot like that. Or why can't it just be like, let's just go fighting because we enjoy the adventure, or whatever. But there's always got to be a big, ancient, big bad who wants to destroy everything. It's just like, how does that happen in every goddamn universe? Like, every Final Fantasy iteration. Why is there so many damn villains? Why is... Like, I don't even know if every Final Fantasy takes place on the same planet, but I feel bad for every iteration of Final Fantasy, because they just never get fucking rest. I don't know. Even Final Fantasy to me is starting to blend, though, in a lot of ways. It's starting to feel the same. You got your 4 characters, or however many characters in the later ones. You got like 10, 6, 7, however many different characters some games have. But still, like, the premise is the same. Like, everything starts off slow, and then eventually, midway through the game, you meet the big bad, and blah, 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 and there's some big reveal. Your characters always go and save the world, and it's a weird, specific set of characters who normally outside of that would never interact and mingle. They're all very different. Every iteration's the same. I just feel like it's kind of getting old. I know they're trying to change up Final Fantasy's formula with its combat style, but that's also making that worse. Because they should never, while ATB's system in Final Fantasy is amazing, and probably my favorite type of combat is the action combat, they should never have changed the formula from turn-based to that and or worse. So I hear it changed again in 15. I hear a lot of bad things about 15's combat. So it's like and I also heard from another streamer that Square is no longer going to be making turn-based RPG or Final Fantasy games. They're going to be making them how the more modern ones are. And as long as it's as long as the ATB combat is like how it is in 7, 9, 10, 2, and all that, I'm fine. But if it turns out to be similar combat to what 12 has or whatever, or however 15 is, I haven't played 15, then I'm probably not going to like it. Because I didn't really care for 12's combat because it definitely was coming off of Final Fantasy XI, and Final Fantasy XI's combat turned me away. However, I didn't dabble enough in it. There's a main reason too, is because I didn't want to make my parents pay for another subscription. They already spent many years worth on Phantasy Star, and that game burnt me out in terms of like MMOs. So by the time I got into Final Fantasy XI, as well as PSU, I spent a few hours in it, and then my friends all surpassed me in Final Fantasy in terms of like getting all these upgraded classes and levels, and I just fell out of it. Despite having friends who played it, we like never played together. Me and my friend, two of my friends played together, but they rarely played with me, only because that's how far ahead they got. So we like never junctioned together. I want to get back into 11, actually. I own it on Steam. How do you know how that is? If it's worth, like, I want to try getting back into one of the MMOs. I would try 14, but I don't know if I really want to waste money on a subscription. There's also World of Warcraft that I've been requested to play. But I don't have the money for all these subscriptions, though. Well, it's not going to last too much longer. I just wanted to make some small talk. Because I wonder if you guys do want to see some of the MMO Final Fantasies. I will dabble in 14 eventually. I just want to make sure if you guys want to see something like that. I know I already do PSO, I did DBO, and I plan to do a lot more DBO. And I plan to do Poke MMO, which is just Pokemon Fire Red, but kind of MMO-ish to the fact where you can actually see people, real, actual people, in the game, and you can battle actual people. If you have a friend who's co-oping with you, you guys can literally play the whole game together, and you can literally watch each other's gym fights, or other battles in general. You can trade with legitimate people right in the game without, like, a connection to, like, a freaking Game Boy or whatever. It's all done right then and there. Off the server. So it's basically what I've always wanted it for a Pokemon game. An MMO-ish. Not generally an MMO, but like MMO-ish where you can choose classes, I guess. You know, you work your way up. You start off as like a trainer, then you work your way up and you become a gym leader, a breeder, or eventually the Elite Four, then champion, or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, then the Pokemon Master. Like, I would like certain things like that. Of course, they can add other classes in there, too, but I've wanted something like that for a while now, and PokeMMO kind of fills that niche, just without the fact that you are still just a trainer. You don't get to become an Elite Four member. You're not a legitimate champion because the champion is still there even though you beat him. So no matter how many times you beat Lance or Gary, you technically are never the champion. Because, yes, post-game's a thing, but it really doesn't change anything. It's the champion is still there, so I really don't consider you becoming the champion in any of the games. Even with later games that literally congratulate you for beating the champion. If they made it so that you literally are actually able to go out and battle other leaders or other real people, what they need to do is implement you becoming the champion and battling real people for that title. While I'm not into PvP at all, that actually sounds like an amazing idea. Because they could actually do a lot with that. And that would actually change up Pokemon a lot in a good way, if done correctly. That's what they need to do, is they need to somewhat, like, they changed up Pokemon's formula kind of with Sun and Moon, but it failed. They need to change up Pokemon's formula in a way to where the game no longer feels stale. Because I really do want to get into Sword and Shield, and I've been hyped for that, but it just feels lazy. Lazier than Omega Ruby. And X and Y was amazing games. If it was done better than X and Y, I would have been happy, but it basically looks just like X and Y with a little updated modeling and area. But other than that, it still looks like a 3DS game. A ported 3DS game. And if Diamond and Pearl get a remake, yes. My second favorite generation. Just remake everything on Switch. I'll take another Gen 1 remake, I'll take a Gen 2 remake, I'll take another Gen 3 remake, just put it all on Switch. Because I want it all in one console. Like, it's just easier to stream from a console. Like, 3DS is annoying. Streaming retro stuff like Game Boy and all that is kind of annoying. While it's easier than actually streaming from my 3DS, but I would prefer if everything was on the Switch. Just put all the eShop Pokemon games on the Switch. It's just so much easier to stream from that than it is from my 3DS. That's my capture device. With Bankotsu on the side of it. I'm trying to turn it, but there. You can kind of see it now. That's the cable for it. It's just a pain in the ass. On top of that, for a while now, they didn't have a 3DS XL or anything capture device. They only had the regular one. Now they have the other. Now they have the XL or whatever. I don't know how many different versions of it, but before, when I first got this, they didn't have any other versions. And at the time, actually, this was actually one of the only 3DSs around at the time. I think it was this and maybe the bigger one at the time, but they didn't have half the 3DSs that are out now. All the new 3DSs and all the... Ugh. And now they're already coming out with Switch Lite, Switch Pro. It's like, Jesus Christ, Switch hasn't even been out that long. Actually, it has been. Long enough, actually. But still not long enough for them to make multiple new consoles for it. Alright, I'm going to get off for the night. I went on and on and on and on. Wow. When I get in the mood, I start talking. I need to get more like this for future streams. I need to get like this for future streams. If I can stay like this for future streams, then I will keep people entertained. Because a lot of the times I don't talk, and that's my big problem. Because it's hard for me. I don't know what to say. I guess just talk to myself, really. But it's kind of hard to do that. Sorry, I don't know. There's a lot of times where because when I naturally play games, good job beating the game. I thank you. Thank you for sticking around. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad that you didn't. I don't know if you facepalmed at all, but I can literally imagine you going, ugh, every time I kept like losing my place in that last dungeon, even though Noah is really not that hard to navigate. But with reading a thing and paying attention to where I'm supposed to go with the layout looking the same and wild encounters and then me talking and then forgetting where I was, I'm sure you probably facepalmed a bit, but I appreciate you sticking around. Thank you, Spider. And everyone else who was here. Everyone else who's watched this on YouTube or Facebook or Twitch or Yo Mama, I don't care what platform you watch this on. But thank you. Thank you, everyone, for the love support. Join me tomorrow for Final Fantasy 3, sorry. And depending on how, I'm just really tired for some reason. I don't know why. I went to bed at midnight last night. However, that should have been still a good enough amount of sleep because I still get up around 6 o'clock, 5:45, 6 o'clock. That should have been enough sleep, but for some reason I just feel really tired today on top of working. I just feel like today was just a weird day at work though. Like normally my legs don't ache and normally my eyes aren't this tired from just being up at midnight. But today it just felt really weird and I overstayed being streaming than I wanted to. I wanted to actually finish this game off in under like 3 hours, but unfortunately my fails in these dungeons that are facepalm worthy really did not help. And unfortunately I don't see these videos getting a lot of love on YouTube or Twitch only because of that. Like regardless of how long they are, if I'm very entertaining, it's my mistakes that I feel that's pushing people away. And I appreciate that you didn't, that you stuck around. And I appreciate that you join every now and then. So you're becoming a regular, and that makes me happy. And like I said, if you stick around and join more consistently every day for long periods like this, and once I get bigger, I need some consistent mods. So, I mean, if you feel like being a mod and you can expect to be consistent, like some of my other mods who don't join really much anymore, Supply is when he randomly joins. I don't mind modding another person's because I lost a lot of my mods. They don't join in anymore. They got tired or bored or just life. But yeah, I need that consistency back. A lot of my mods and a lot of my friends from this are busy working and stuff, and my close friends that join every now and then don't join every day anymore either. So it's just like I pretty much just lost half my viewership. At least the main consistent ones that I can probably name a few off of them, but I'm not going to. It's just there's a few consistent regulars that used to join for games like Phantasy Star Online, Monster Hunter World. All of them are gone now. So they're all my mods. It's unfortunate, but I need that feeling back where everyone was seeing me grow and they're like having dreams of they're trying to help me achieve my dream of getting bigger, and I want that. So stick around. I expect to see you as a mod in the future because you're an awesome dude, and I appreciate for your help. I appreciate that you helped me at the final battle too, because you basically told me a thing that I was already doing, which is stacking deband and agility. I was going to be doing agility afterward, and I appreciate you telling me that item does agility. I would not have figured that out because I'm not a big fan of using items like that in battle. I don't know why, just not. I'd rather just make sure I'm doing something, but I appreciate that you saved any backseating from me fighting Falls to myself, and Mother Brain telling me about the agility thing and the non-stacking deband ability, and also the incident with the attacks continuing if you don't hit the button. I don't know why that's a thing, but thank you. I appreciate you saving that for the last part. And no one backseated at all throughout these games. There's maybe a few tips here and there, which I appreciate. I really appreciate that. You could have easily have came in and helped me so many times and told me flat out what's going on. But you rather enjoy me playing it blind, I assume. While it is frustrating. But I'm assuming you guys prefer blind over, like, literally just telling me everything. And a lot of the times people are here, no one even answers me anyway when there's times where I ask things. So I appreciate you being quick on the answers when I asked for things as well. So take care, Spider Ace. You have a good rest of your night. Oh my god, it's already oh my god, it's already midnight again. Rip. Alright, yeah, you have a good rest of your night. I hope you have a good New Year's. Expect to see me, I don't know what time you normally join streams or whatever, or what times you normally get up, or what time zone it is for you even. But Eastern time zone, expect to see me online sometime in the morning, or earlier than 6 p.m. I expect to stream a bit earlier tomorrow. So expect some Final Fantasy 3. I may dabble into Phantasy Star 3, but expect me on a little earlier than 6 p.m. Eastern. Take care, Spider. Have a good New Year's, my dude. This motherfucker needs rest. Fuck you, Dark Falls. Goodbye.